You can feel completely calm about your money, right up until you open your phone. You see someone's new place, or their trip, or their car, and in about 10 seconds, your same exact life starts to feel like falling behind. Hey, it's Sora, and here's what I need you to hear before anything else. Nothing about your money changed just now. Not $1 moved. The only thing that changed was who you were standing next to. So, 5 signs you're measuring your money against the wrong people. And by sign 5, you might realize you've been running a race that was never even yours. Okay, so here's what's actually happening. There's a name for it: social comparison. Our brains figure out how we're doing by looking sideways at everyone around us. It's automatic, ancient, and it used to work fine back when around us meant a village of 100 people living pretty similar lives. Now, around us is a worldwide highlight reel 24 hours a day, the single best moment of thousands of strangers stacked back to back. And the pattern is quietly brutal. The more you compare your money to other people's, the worse you feel about your own, almost no matter how much you actually have. The number isn't doing that. The comparison is. So let's find the wrong yardsticks. 5 of them. Sign 1 is the trigger for all the others. I call it the scroll-then-slump. You're having a perfectly okay money day. You open an app, see someone's kitchen renovation or their just booked post, and within 10 seconds, your shoulders drop and your life feels smaller. Watch how fast that happened. No bill came. No job was lost. Your account is exactly what it was 30 seconds ago. The only input was a photo of someone's best moment, and it rewrote how you feel about everything. That's the tell. When "am I doing okay" swings based on what you just scrolled past, your yardstick isn't your life anymore. It's other people's feeds. The gentle version? Next time the slump hits, name it. That's comparison, not my actual life. Naming it puts space between you and the feeling. But the second sign is where the comparison gets genuinely rigged. The game is unfair before you even start. Sign 2. You're comparing your Chapter 2 to someone else's Chapter 20. You look at someone further along, the house, the settled career, the savings, and you measure your beginning against their middle, like you should already be there. But you're not seeing the whole book. You're not seeing the 10-year head start, or the family help you didn't get, or the 2 moves that flopped before this one worked. You're holding the very start of your story up against a chapter someone spent decades reaching. I did this for years with a friend. She had the apartment, the trips, the calm. She just seemed to have money figured out in a way I didn't. I'd scroll her life and feel like I was failing at mine. And then, years later, it came out almost by accident. Nearly all of it, the apartment, the cushion, the calm, was quietly funded by her parents. Same exact picture, completely different story. And I'd spent years using her Chapter 20 to feel behind in my Chapter 3. The gentle version. When you catch a comparison, add 1 word. Yet. I don't have that yet. It turns a verdict back into a timeline. But sign 3 is the one that fooled me the longest, because it hides in plain sight. Sign 3. You only ever see the outputs, never the inputs. The car, the apartment, the dinner, the haul, those are outputs. What you never see are the inputs. The credit card behind the car, the 3 roommates behind the apartment, the debt nobody posts. So you compare your full, messy, honest reality, where you know every anxious thought and every number, to someone's carefully chosen surface. Of course you feel behind. You're putting your behind the scenes next to their highlight reel. Small, real example. A $60 dinner photo looks like they're thriving. It could just as easily be $60 on a card that's quietly stressing them out. You can't tell from the photo. Neither can I. The gentle version. When the pang hits, finish the sentence. And I have no idea what this actually cost them. Because you don't. The picture never shows the price. But sign 4 is the expensive one. It doesn't just cost you the hard days, it steals the good ones too. Sign 4 is short because it's simple and it hurts. Your own wins stop feeling like wins. I paid off a credit card once, a real one. It took me months, and I let one person's post erase the entire feeling in about 4 seconds. Yeah, but they're so far ahead. Gone. I've never forgotten how fast that happened. That's comparison at its most expensive. It doesn't just sink the bad days, it robs the good ones. You do something genuinely hard, and comparison meets you at the finish line to tell you it didn't count. And here's the trap. There is always someone further ahead. Always. So if the bar is ahead of everyone, you can never arrive. You'll cross real finish lines your whole life and never feel a single one. The gentle version. When you hit a win, give it 10 full seconds before any but them. 10 seconds of, I did that. Which brings us to the deepest sign, and the one I'm still catching myself doing. Sign 5, the deep one. And I'll be honest, I still catch myself here. It's when you're not just comparing your money to other people, you're chasing goals that were never even yours. Ask yourself honestly, the house, the car, the specific number in your head, do you actually want those? Or do they just look like winning? Because so much of what we sprint toward isn't chosen, it's absorbed from feeds, from what looks impressive, from what everyone else seems to be running at. And there's nothing sadder than exhausting yourself down a track and realizing at the finish line it was someone else's race the whole time. You got the thing, it just wasn't your thing. The way out isn't to stop wanting things, it's to make sure the things are yours. What would make your life feel richer? Not more impressive to strangers, but genuinely better to live. That question is the exit. The gentle version. Name one money goal you're chasing and ask, is this mine or did I just absorb it? You don't have to drop it, just check whose it is. So, what's the Ikigai move here? If comparison is the problem, the fix isn't to compare harder or smarter. It's to change who you're comparing yourself to. And there's exactly one comparison that's actually fair. Past you. Here it is. This week, take 2 minutes and think back to where you were with money 1 year ago. Not anyone else. You. Find one thing, just one, that's better now. Maybe a small cushion you didn't have. Maybe a habit that used to spiral and doesn't. Maybe you just understand your money a little better than you did. That's the only race that was ever yours. You against where you used to be. Nobody else started at your line, with your circumstances, carrying your exact bag. So nobody else is a fair measure. Past you is. And here's the quiet magic. Past you almost always shows you you're further along than the feeds ever let you feel. You can't fairly measure your life against someone whose whole story you'll never see, but you can always measure it against your own. So, that moment from the very start, where you felt fine until you looked at someone else's life. Your money didn't change then, only your yardstick did. And you're allowed to put the wrong yardsticks down. The car, the apartment, the number on someone's post, that's their chapter 20, their highlight reel, their race. Yours is quieter and messier and completely your own. And measured against where you actually started, you're doing better than any feed will ever let you feel. Small steps, big calm. Find your money Ikigai. I'll see you next time.